Hello Dragonlings, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know, my name is Sky and I typically write paranormal romance on MSD Hegyes. You can find out more about me and my work at my website. Links are always in the description below. Today is going to be another quarantine update, NaNo Uncut Camp Edition kind of video. It's not going to be as ranty as last time because I'm not as frustrated as last time. It has been about 2 weeks, and while we haven't gotten any kind of routine or schedule in place at all, it's going a little better than it was, mostly because I've pretty much said fuck it to the packet of paperwork they brought home. The kiddos are doing work as they go, and if they finish it, they finish it. If they don't, they don't, and the teachers can kiss my butt. And it's not the teachers. I have nothing against the teachers. I love the teachers for working with them. But the amount of schoolwork is a little ridiculous. Based on everything that's going on. Plus, they still want them doing classes. My oldest has classes at 8 a.m. Monday through Thursday, and then with one teacher. And then her main teacher, she has classes on either Mondays or Tuesdays, one of the two. And then the other one has classes on Mondays and Tuesdays. So, it's ridiculous. Or Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I don't know if I'm already confused with their schedules, and I'm the one that has to set alarms and be like, okay, make sure you're on the computer, get everything up and running. Ugh. We got the stimulus checks last week. It was direct deposited into our bank account. And because of that, I went ahead and bought another Chromebook. We just got it today, so the girls will no longer have to steal my computer to do their classwork, because they can do their classwork on the two Chromebooks we got for them. Oh boy. That was a pretty penny I wasn't planning on spending this year on them, but at least now, if they need to do classwork at home on the computer, they can, when this is all said and done anyways. And that's all they're allowed to use it for, is schoolwork. So, there's that. As far as the at-home schooling goes, the only other thing they're doing is I'm having them focus less on the paperwork packet that was sent home, and more, there's 3 websites that they were given links to use for classwork stuff: MobyMax, Education Galaxy, and Prodigy. And what they do is they kind of gamify their learning stuff. So they do stuff on those 3 sites, and then they have assignments through Google Classroom that they have to complete. And as long as they complete some of those, they have to complete a little bit of MobyMax every day and a little bit of Education Galaxy every day. And as long as they do that, as well as some of their schoolwork on Google Classroom, they can go on to Prodigy. That's the one that gamifies their stuff. I'm not positive about Education Galaxy and MobyMax. I think those are more testing related. I don't know. It's school. I don't know what I'm talking about. But that's what they do. So I focus more on the computer related stuff that they can have voice activated help with, versus the paperwork that I have to sit there and read and then answer back and then write down, and it's a process. It's less frustrating this way, I promise. So that's gotten a lot easier altogether, which makes me stay somewhat sane. Been less mental breakdowns because of it. And then, let's see, Camp NaNo, which is the whole reason I started doing these videos. I'm still behind, but I am getting caught up slowly, not in the way I wanted to. I am currently sitting, as of today is Monday, it is the 20th, I believe, sitting at 44,784 words of the 80,000 I want to have by the end of the month. And I think to be on par with today, I need to have, I wrote it down. Okay, let's see if I can read my writing. 53,340 words. So I'm still 8,556 words behind. I have this written on notes that I have to keep glancing at, but I keep forgetting it's there. My original plan was to work on Knight Rider and finish that. I had started last month. I was predicting it to be anywhere from 20 to 25,000 words. And I wrote right under 10,000 last month, and so I wanted to finish it up with 10 to 15,000 words this month. I'm now almost 15,000 words into that, on top of the original 10,000, so I'm about where I wanted to end it, and it's not done because I've gotten ideas to add to it. So I'm thinking this one's going to be closer to 40,000. Right now it's sitting at 23,000 words, I think. And I'm thinking the end result's going to be closer to 40,000. Some of the chapters that I originally had together, like parts, when I was outlining it, they were all part of one chapter, kind of split up and became their own separate chapters. And it's made it a little longer than I was originally thinking it was going to be. The other thing that happened is the fact that, so last month I wrote Dear Satan. I gave myself a week to do it. I talked about this a little bit in the last video. I gave myself a week to do it. My husband gave me a week, 7 days. I gave myself 5 days because I like to take the weekends off if I can. And then I finished it in 3. So it went from 7, 5, 3. Hey, look, we got poems going on here. It was supposed to be a standalone, and it is. Knight Rider is supposed to be a standalone, and it is. However, I thought it would be funny if my main characters from Dear Satan popped up in Knight Rider. So we see Maud and Lucifer in Knight Rider. And because of that, I've already come up with ideas for like 3 other stories that are technically standalones, but part of the series world. Oops. So a lot of my word counts recently haven't been me writing on Knight Rider. It's been me plotting out other stories. Because I'm a terrible person who obviously likes to punish themselves. So yeah, my original plan was to finish off Knight Rider, and that's not done yet. My other plan was to start and finish Damned and Dangerous, which is the second book in the Damned and Dangerous quartet. I wanted to rewrite the original story from a dual perspective into a single perspective, and I'm 3,000 words into that and haven't finished that, obviously, because that's going to be about 60,000 words long. Kind of need to get that done. I do have pre-orders up for the whole series in June, and I can already say this: if I do not finish both Damned and Dangerous and Damned and Deadly, which is the 3rd book in the series, I think my kids just came inside. They're outside. But man, were they making a lot of noise. I don't know what that was. Anyways, I can already say this, that and this is where the bad news comes in. If I don't complete Damned and Dangerous and Damned and Deadly to a point where I think it's ready for... That was my child. To the point where I think it's ready for others to read it, I'm going to have to pull my pre-order release, which is going to suck a lot, because as an indie author, when you cancel a pre-order release, you lose pre-order privileges for a full year. So I'm hoping it doesn't come down to that, but it's looking like it might. Because even right now, while the first book is done, and I have been sending pieces of it off to my editor, and she's come back saying it's not my usual editor. This is a different editor. And she's come back saying some stuff I need to fix up and some stuff that is good. I do not feel like it's going to be ready by the release date, which sucks. So that's a problem I'm running into next. And I had always told myself that I wouldn't set up those pre-order release dates until I was certain they were ready. And when I set them up, I was certain they were ready. And then my beta readers came back and said, this isn't working. And I'm like, fuck! I should have known then what I know now. And I apparently didn't, because I'm still sitting here going, maybe I can make this work, and I don't think I can. So yeah. So that's not going well. Yay. The other thing I've been doing is I've been plotting out several other stories, not just the ones that are going to be like standalones that deal in the same world as both Dear Satan and Knight Rider, but yesterday I wrote 7,706 words, I believe it was. I don't remember quite the number off the top of my head, but I'm pretty certain that was it. And it was literally all for one story idea. I had a dream/nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. The night before, dealing with ghosts in a house, kidnapping children and not threatening not to return them. Don't ask how my mind works, but I wrote 7,000 plus words yesterday because I outlined, wrote down character stuff, like how each character was related to each other. I wrote down 3 different excerpts, so I wrote 6,000 plus words on just story alone. I did a family tree for this mass history of characters, trying to figure out how they were all related to each other. It was a nightmare, but I did it. So yeah, that's another story idea that I didn't need in my brain, now out on my computer mass story plot list. So, and then the other thing I will be doing this month that will hopefully bring up my NaNo word count is I am participating in a 72-hour writing challenge. A friend of mine posted that they wanted to do it, and I was like, sure, let's do this thing. It is for a charity anthology. I will have links in the description below if you would like to learn more about it. It is called the Hope Unbound Writing Challenge. It is a 72-hour writing challenge. I believe the dates, there was 2 dates we were still debating. One was a weekday date and one was a weekend date. And I don't remember which is which. The one I wrote down is that it is April 27th to the 29th, I think. Oh, that was an ugly hiccup. I think the April 27th to the 29th is the weekday date. The goal is to write 5,000, anywhere from 5,000 to 20,000 words for a short story that's going to be included in an anthology. And the funds from this anthology are going to go to a relief fund. I don't remember which relief fund was decided upon. It was going back and forth between some members in the group about that, but I don't remember if one was officially decided yet. It still might be up in the air. I have participated in charity anthologies before. I've been a part of 3 different charity anthologies. One is yet to be published. And I do like participating in charity anthologies. I think they're a great cause. My goal in the far future, when I get to that point and I'm ready to do them, my goal is to do charity anthologies myself with my own publishing company. But that is like a 2+ years down the road kind of thing. Even though I've got things that are tempting me to do it now. Oh, no. One thing at a time, Sky. One thing at a time. But, I do like participating in charity anthologies. I do like the fact that the funds for charity anthologies go towards various organizations. The ones I've helped in the past are the Trevor Project, which is an LBGT one. I have helped out the Alzheimer's Association, and I've helped that one out twice. 2 of the anthologies, including the one that's not out yet, are towards the Alzheimer's Association, and then the other one is towards the Trevor Project, which is an LGBT one. I believe the one that we're leaning towards with Hope Unbound is Feeding America, but do not quote me on that one. I'm not positive. Like I said, I'll have a link in the description below if you're interested in learning more details about the anthology and the writing challenge. And that's what I was trying to get to. While I like the idea of a charity anthology, the ones I've done in the past all had like, write this by this date, here's your theme, send it into here by this date, and this is going to be, let's write it in 72 hours and polish it up and send it in. Yes, we're going to have editors. Yes, we're going to have formatters. Yes, we're going to have cover artists, but we want it as clean as possible before you send it in. So that's going to be the fun part, because I've never done anything like that before. I am excited about it. And I have a snippet of an idea in mind for what I want to do for that challenge for the anthology. But we'll see how it goes. because I tend to say that stuff is going to be such long, and it ends up being such long, so that might be a problem. Just saying. However, if this writing challenge does sound like something you're interested in, feel free to check it out in the link below. And that's all I got. This was a long video, and I wanted it to be a short one, but I also realized that I would have edited a lot of this out if this was a normal video, so there's that. How are you guys doing in this quarantine time? Let me know down in the comments below what you are doing, how you're doing, and how you are surviving the apocalypse. This is the strangest apocalypse I ever thought we'd be on, but still. Feels that way in some ways. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.